Hi guys, James here from eMotion Fitness Hub. Just thought I'd jump online today to talk about why carbs are your friends. Now, there are many people that have been pretty misled when it comes to carbohydrates, and it's led to a very poor relationship with themselves and their carbs. So how many times have you heard people cutting out all bread, all pasta, all rice in an attempt to get ripped and lose some weight? I'm betting quite a lot of times. I hear it all the time from my clients and people messaging me on Facebook and Instagram. So I thought I'd do a quick post just to sort of quash any of the myths. So now there is a little bit of method in the madness, but unfortunately it's not in the way that people think. A low carb diet will help you lose some weight, yes, but it's only in a short-term strategy in the vast majority of cases. So as you reduce carbs in the diet and therefore the bloodstream, you begin to prioritize using the reserves you have left in your liver and muscle tissue stored as glycogen. Now, these molecules need water molecules to attach to in order for them to be stored within the body. So when we go on a low carb diet, we lose weight. We don't lose fat, we just lose our glycogen stores as well as the water molecules that go with it. So while the scales say to you that you've done really well, you lost loads of weight within usually a short space of time, the reality of it is that there's been no change in your adipose tissue, your fat cells, but obviously you've lost some weight in your water molecules and your glycogen molecules. So not very helpful. Apart from some misleading results, you're now in a bit of a pickle. Reason being is that your brain cannot access the stored glycogen carbohydrates within your body. It's solely reliant now on the carbs you digest in your bloodstream and allow into your bloodstream. So no carbs in the diet, your brain is shortly going to turn into mush if you don't obviously give it what it wants. This is sometimes why we feel sluggish and lethargic. We crave our carbs, and it's our brain's way of telling you that it needs some fuel. Some other side effects of a low carb diet is it can lower your immune system, especially those of you that train regularly, like you lot, obviously. It can reduce your recovery between your sessions, increasing that likelihood of fatigue. It can reduce your workout quality, plain and simply because you haven't got the energy to get the best out of your sessions. It can put you in a low mood. It can make you feel groggy, snappy, and therefore you're more likely to binge through emotional eating. It can cause you some digesting problems. If you haven't got any, obviously, carbs in your diet, likelihood is that you've got quite little fiber in there as well. So you're going to find it quite hard to pass. And there's many, many more, obviously, side effects of having a low carb diet. So the only real occasion that someone simply wanting to lose weight or get better body composition need to lower their carbohydrates would be on a non-training day. So on the days that you train, you increase your calorie expenditure. In theory, carbs are what you most likely want to use as your primary energy source on these days. So people seem to work better with a peak of carbohydrates on their training days, and they work well with a reduction of carbohydrates on their rest days and non-training days. Now, this is basically a simple form of carb cycling. You might have heard of it before now. Again, this takes a little bit more tracking, so it's not for everyone, but it's certainly something you're more welcome to try. If you're wanting to lose weight, guys, I think tracking your calories is very important, because if you do lose weight by dieting and not tracking your calories, you're likely doing it by accident. But yeah, like I said, if you want to ask me any questions or anything, just comment below. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much a little a brief summary of why carbs are your friends. So next time your friend says to you that they've cut out all carbs in the diet, all bread, pasta and rice, just fill them in on what I've told you in this post. Tell them that they're potentially not losing any fat at all. They're just losing their water molecules and their glycogen molecules, and that it's not particularly good for their brain. They're not going to make some good decisions. Guys, hopefully that was a helpful post for you. Just please drop a comment and a like below. Any questions, I will get back to you on this as soon as possible. All right. Thank you very much for watching.